2K Sports pregame show.
Okay, basketball fans, with me, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. I'm Ernie Johnson. You're watching 2K Sports, but you know that already. Moments away in Milwaukee, it'll be the Bucks going up against the Philadelphia 76ers. Checking out the 76ers, they split the season series against these guys last season, 2 games apiece. Should be a good one tonight. And the front lines for both teams tonight, powerful, explosive. Shaq, what's the key these days to building a great front court?
Well, the more versatile, the better. But it's more about skill and brute strength. You know I'm about skill and brute strength. I was the most skillful and brutally strong guy ever to play the game.
It's right, you are brutal.
What's so funny?
That, front court guys need to change ends. That's what's funny to me, Shaq, and nothing else. I just tell you right now, nothing else is funny to me.
You want me to show you how strong I am? I'll flip this table over right now.
I believe you could. I believe you could.
What you looking at, Ernie?
Not much.
Oh.
All right.
It's on. It's on.
I see Ernie.
And here's Kevin Harlan. Here's Kevin Harlan.
I see you in the locker room, Ernie.
Hello, everyone. Proud to bring you Wednesday night coverage of the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. After this game, the Bucks head back out on the road. And this is the first season matchup for them against this 76ers team. This team matched up so well during the regular season last year, splitting their 4 games. This should be a terrific battle.
The game is the first of a 3-game season series for these clubs, both looking to take round 1.
And Greg, the first time you face a team in the season, that's when you're looking to take that mental advantage. Demonstrate you're better, and that could make it easier down the road.
And Clark, with the full bulk of the NBA season still ahead of us, what can players do to prepare themselves physically and mentally for this long season?
I think you've got to try to find ways and mechanisms to stay fresh. Obviously, you've got to do your work in the gym and in the weight room, but also in your rest and recovery. I think you just got to be diligent and consistent, and then find pockets where you can get away and refresh your mind and your body.
Right.
Because you can't come out of the gate like it's the postseason. There's a pace and rhythm to the regular season that you have to learn how to manage.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. They've got Fisher. Fox is out there with easy breezy. Then it's the chosen one. Fisher up top. Here's D'Angelo. Outside for Lewis. Lets it go with a 3. Here's Harmon, the second effort, and he lays it up and in.
Defensive rebounding, just such a crucial part of the game.
Yeah, it's finishing your defense, Greg. We know that. You can defend, then you got to rebound the miss, and you got to get to the glass with intensity. Here's
Lopez. 76ers getting the bucket, and the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. For Philadelphia, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Lewis kicks to Fisher. The 3. And it's Rivers with the rebound. And it's the Bucks ball. Now let's send it over to David Aldridge, who was able to talk with Mike Budenholzer.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, it's no secret that speed is this team's strong suit. And their coach thinks that they're going to play to that strength. He said there's no reason to hold back. We want to push the action as much as possible, dictate pace, and play the game on our terms. We'll see if they can pull that off tonight, Kevin. Back to you.
Thanks, David. Here's Fisher. He had 10 points in the win against the Pistons in Detroit.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
The Bucks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off. That's one he knows he should have drained.
The 76ers have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Lewis against Rivers. Lewis misses.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Inside. Offensive rebound.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
Philadelphia moving the ball around. Kicks to Fox. Right wing. Here's Harmon. Connects on the 17-footer. He has 6.
Just the height separation on that mid-range jumper. Excellent job of taking advantage.
Lopez left side. From 10 feet out. Rebound by the 76ers. Fisher's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's easy breezy. Lopez covering. Pass to Fox. Outside for Lewis. Takes the 3. And there's the pass to D'Angelo. Dishes it to Fisher. Lewis on the wing. Over Rivers. Lewis gets the bucket. Lewis has got his first basket of the night.
And just enough wiggle room to get off his shot.
Yeah, I like the quick release, Greg. He does a nice job getting it up quickly, especially when he's facing a bigger defender.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game.
Well, for the Bucks in 2017, it was the opening of their new state-of-the-art team facility. A year later, right next door, they've inaugurated their new home arena.
And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now. These, the new power rankings, they tell a great story. You take a look at the Pistons. They're playing really well, moving up now to the top spot in our rankings.
And seeing where the Bucks are, they're obviously trending in a positive direction, but still working out some of those early season timing issues. But I have to say, I like what I'm seeing.
Here's the Magician. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
And he buried a bunch of shots from the stripe in that last game.
And one look at the box score will confirm that.
The first one falls. Both good from the line that time.
Yeah, you know, one of the under-talked about strengths of the Philadelphia 76ers is how they play team defense. I mean, they were top-rated defensively in opponent's field goal percentage last year.
Pass to D'Angelo. Out to the right wing. Just 5 on the clock. Down low. Here's Rivers. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. And with the 76ers in defense, it isn't just them bothering shots.
No, you're right, Kevin. I mean, they were one of the best, if not the best, rebounding team in the league. Also, were top 10 in blocks and steals last season. I mean, they filled up the stat sheet as a team in a lot of ways. It's fun to talk about what this team can do on offense, clearly. But think moving forward, what's going to anchor this team as a contending team is its defense.
From the stripe. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Milwaukee shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
And he makes the first. And Clark, you look at the Bucks roster. What's the biggest area of need in your opinion?
The question mark I see is the center position, Kevin. Thon Maker might have some upside and could very well fill that void, but they lack a presence in there now.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. With the amount of characters and personalities on the Sixers team, Clark, you can't help but notice the attitude they play with.
Yeah, they play with edge. They play with brashness. Some would say arrogance, but all of the championship teams have some element of that, and that's where they're looking to go. On occasion, if their emotions get out of whack, it could get them in trouble, but I think they'll learn as they grow to tone that down and use it in a positive way.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first.
And, you know, the Bucks in recent seasons have employed an aggressive trapping style defensively. Diminishing returns, though, as the league has figured it out. Now they've gone back to the drawing board.
And so he hits both. And with the Bucks' length and athleticism, the pressure style of D made sense.
Yeah, you know, but when it broke down, Kevin, they gave up open threes. In today's game, that's almost as bad as a layup.
Now here's Lopez. What a tremendous game he played against New York. The Bucks shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
At the line for 2.
First one falls for him. And the 76ers making a change here. Fields checked in. And he can't hit the second. And the 76ers last season making it to the conference semifinals, Clark, before they were dispatched by the Boston Celtics.
And I guarantee you, Kevin, if you told any fan that would be their fate at the start of the season, they'd have banked that and went with it. Team had a great learning experience as they got past Miami and then lost to the Celtics. I think this group will be highly motivated to take the next step going forward. Well, guys, when you talk about some of the great turnarounds for a franchise in NBA history, the process for the 76ers has paid dividends. They went from 10 wins in 2016 to 52 wins last year.
free throw drops for Rivers. And the steps, Clark, the 76ers have taken. It's only the beginning.
Yeah, this is really the ideal situation to have if you're the Sixers. I mean, this team's built to last and still has good draft assets and flexible cap space. I mean, come on. That's an abundance of riches there.
And so he's able to get one of two. They get a hand on it. The 76ers leading by 6. Pass to Fisher. That one, no good. So Milwaukee will take it the other way. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
You know what? It's a fine line between attacking but yet staying under control. And they did, and that's why they shot such a high percentage.
Yeah, they push the pace, and typically you get high-quality shots when you do that. I thought they were terrific all game, Greg.
Here's Easy Breezy coming off a stellar performance against Detroit. Harrison with the rebound.
And he's just a tough defender. Good positioning to get after that shot.
Did a good job guarding the mid-range, extended out nicely, and definitely bothered the shot.
Here's Sharp. And airballs the triple. That one was way off. Looking at Philadelphia, they took the win in their last game against the Pistons in Detroit. Here's Rivers. Look at that jam.
Come on now, bring the thunder, rock that rim.
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrap.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now.
Platinum level highlight reel material. That is Showtime stuff there.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. We always talk about the need for front court players who can both shoot and defend along the perimeter. Clark, if you're taking that in mind, who would you point to as the prototype for the new school big?
Well, I think the guy with the most potential in that regard is Joel Embiid. I mean, he's agile. He's got a nice touch. He's got three-point range. He's got post-up ability, and I think he can become an impactful defender because of his physical attributes. So he would be the poster guy for me in terms of the potential prototype for the new school big.
And the Bucks with some changes. Big Cat, he's checked in for D. Alexander comes in for Rivers. And it's Mr. Incredible in for Lopez. The 76ers also with a sub. Captain Clutch, he's checked in for Fox. He hits both from the stripe.
Well, I tell you what, like how cool and collected he was getting the job done at the line in this one.
Here is Mr. Incredible. Pass to Harrison. Here's Cope. Connects from three-point range. The Magicians got 5.
Defender there in the neighborhood, but not quite close enough. Good shot.
D'Angelo, the pass to Fisher. He's off on that one.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it, Greg. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Philadelphia leading by 3. Now the pass to Sharp over Alexander. And that misses badly. Air ball. Milwaukee is gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Hope. The shot by Harrison, no good. The 76ers shooting a lowly 30% to start this game out. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. And we'll examine here how the distribution has been between three-pointers and two-pointers tonight for Philadelphia.
And they've got really good balance here. I mean, the three ball hadn't been the strongest weapon today for them, but I'd say keep the dose just about the same. Don't change the recipe. When you've got that open shot, you got to take it.
Here is Mr. Incredible. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. banked in off the glass.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
D'Angelo, the pass to Fields. Kicks it to Fisher. The 11-footer. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And great effort on the boards, and what a mean
Yeah.
that was, Kev. I mean, you just will not see him ever quit on a play.
That guy is a handful. You've got to have a body on him at all times.
And you know what? Sometimes that's not even enough. He'll go around, over, or through you to get to the pump.
Ooh, just shook his man loose with a crafty play inside.
And then the dunk just tops it off beautiful.
High-level skills being showcased out there now, fellas. I mean, that was a terrific hoop.
That shot off.
It's almost as if there's a lid on the hoop for him right now. He still hasn't gotten one to fall in the court.
And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. The 76ers lead it. Here's to Angelo. They get the rebound.
Well, it's just been one of those kind of games for him.
And it's Harrison with the ball for the Bucks. Passes it to Mr. Incredible. Here's Harrison. He's covered by Fisher. Harrison passes to the Magician. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. This break in the game gives us a chance to look at the teams with the most points off turnovers last season. The Bucks second.
And they turned all those mistakes into points at the other end. That aggressive style really yielding big dividends.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead.
And trailing here in the early going, too many careless fouls, and they're giving up a lot of trips to the line.
Yeah, not only the trips to the line are a concern, but the foul trouble also. You've got to play defense with your feet and do so without fouling.
Elliott's checked in for Harrison. And then for Philadelphia, the Wizard comes in for Fisher. And it's the Wizard in for Garbage Man. Mark, you were in Indiana after being drafted by the Pacers for a few seasons. Who are some of the more talented guys you played with there?
Well, Herb Williams, a teammate of mine at Ohio State, really outstanding big guy, mobile, could shoot it, excellent defender, shot blocker, and a high-quality guy. Vern Fleming was a guard that had size, excellent defender, driver of the ball. Wayman Tisdale, and he rests in peace. We lost Wayman a number of years ago to cancer. Really a gifted scorer. Steve Stepanovich, he and I both had to retire about the same time due to different knee trouble, and he was a rugged, mobile, good shooting big guy who I think would have continued to excel had he not had to retire.
Here's Captain Clutch. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. He tries for three. Here's to Angelo. Got a piece of it.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
Here's Captain Clutch. Ball's knocked loose. Now the Bucks moving it up. Here's Elliott, and he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
Pass to D'Angelo, trying to get something going. The putback, rebounded by Elliott. Bucks leading by 3. Here's Alexander, buries the long-range jumper. The 76ers shooting pretty grave so far, about 23%. to Ogman. All by himself. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Bucks.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition.
And Philadelphia with another turnover here. Oliver's checked in for the Magician. Anderson, he's checked in for the 76ers. Milwaukee in the lead. Here is Mr. Incredible, still looking for his first bucket in this one. And that's a foul called on Bottoms. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. The Bucks have made 7 free throws and missed 3 in this game.
Taking 2 shots.
First one falls for him.
And they've clearly been the aggressors here early on, drawing fouls and working themselves to the line.
And that is always a good recipe for offensive efficiency and a key to their lead tonight.
Fox, he's checked in for Philadelphia. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. The 76ers trail by 10. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. He kicks to Anderson. The pass to D'Angelo. Another miss by Philadelphia.
And he has lost all confidence out there. Still not a single field goal made in the game. And from the opening tip, they just crushed it. You see it now on the scoreboard.
Clearly in great rhythm. They've got it going on. I mean, in a big way. Excellent job at establishing a huge lead early on.
And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. We'll return shortly. Glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And for the Bucks here, they've been putting a show on, guys.
Just playing suffocating defense. That's been the difference here for them.
You know, Greg, I love watching this team get after it on defense. I mean, they play with a bit of edge and nastiness.
Bucks leading by 12. Mr. Incredible is out there with Oliver. Then it's Big Cat. Then it's Elliott. And it's Alexander in at the 3 spot. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
To the paint. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Near the 3-point line, it's Lewis, and he hits the jump shot. Lewis has got his second bucket tonight.
Boy, you look at Mike Budenholzer, and he's moved into a nice situation this offseason. Atlanta in rebuild mode, and the Milwaukee Bucks heading in the other direction. One of the best teams in the East. That's a good landing spot for Budenholzer.
So the wing on the left. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Constantine. Passes it to Elliott. Here's Alexander. Here's Oliver. A three-pointer, no good.
They've been the better rebounding team by a healthy margin, but it hasn't been enough.
Yeah, you know, they're hustling and giving a good effort, that's for sure, but unfortunately, the execution has been lacking.
And Budenholzer, well respected around the league. Talk about what he brings now, Clark, to the Milwaukee Bucks, his new team.
Yeah, I think he brings a continuity offensively, ball movement and spacing, and a pretty good system defensively as well.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
Fox kicks to Lewis. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target.
You know, he's been off so far, Kevin, but there's still time. I mean, he just needs to settle it down, idle it down a little bit, and try to contribute as much as he can on the offense within himself.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
Away from home, you got to execute, and they did that flawlessly.
And that's what it comes down to, execution, especially when you're on the road. Can you follow your game plan? I thought they were awesome in that game.
For Milwaukee. D, he's checked in for Big Cat. Rivers comes in for Alexander, and it's Lopez in for Mr. Incredible. Lopez against Fox. Anderson outside. Over Rivers. Good on that shot. With that, the Bucks lead is cut down to 12 on the bucket from Anderson. Bucks have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Oliver passes to Lopez. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. And the dunk by Lopez.
Haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
And if it doesn't, this is only going to get uglier. I mean, that's no way to defend a player of his caliber.
And the 76ers call time here.
Yeah, he's got to make some adjustments here. Just too easy to score in the lane against them right now.
Yeah, there's no reason why they should be scoring at will down there easily as they have. I mean, they've got to be more aggressive inside.
Let's take this chance to see which of last season's teams had the most second chance points in the league. 5th on the list, the 76ers.
This was a team that was really savvy when it came to getting position under the boards and then getting those offensive putbacks.
Lewis outside. Puts one up from 19. That's in, and the Milwaukee lead is cut down to 12 on the bucket from Fox.
And that's what you give up when you don't fight over the screen.
Yeah, I agree with you wholeheartedly. I mean, not a lot of effort put forth on defense there. I mean, I think he's definitely got to play up on him more off the screen in that situation.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Brett Brown coached the Sixers team through some really lean years. Now, the promise started to show last season, but he said, I don't feel close to the notion that we've arrived. I'm hardened, just doing my job and moving forward. Kevin?
And continuing the process, D.A. thanks. And it's Lopez penetrating. Pass to Elliott. Another shot. And he overshot that one, missing.
Yeah, that's just poor decision making. He's got to be better in those situations.
Greg, I just think he was in a hurry. He flat out rushed it. I mean, I don't know what he was thinking there. He actually was in a brain neutral position.
Here's Rivers. Lopez outside. Launches it. Lopez missing again.
And, you know, even with him struggling, they're still up. But they need him to find his rhythm soon.
The pass to Myers. Back to Fox. Who is outside. Another three for Philadelphia.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Bucks leading by 4. Lopez outside. Feeds to Forbes. And that time, also a missed shot. For Philadelphia, they've gone 7 of 9 in their field goal attempts here in the second quarter. Pretty good offense. Right wing. Harmon covered by Elliott. Clock at 6. Unloads from 13. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
He's just able to shoot over people at a high rate.
And you were a good defender, Greg, so you tell me, how do you guard that? I mean, the height, the soft release, not a lot you can do against that combination.
Timeout called, the Bucks.
Yeah, he needs to tell his guys to just box out with some energy. That's basic basketball. They've been lazy on the backboard and have allowed way too many second chance points.
Harrison's checked in for Milwaukee. Philadelphia also making some changes. Houdini's checked in for Anderson. Fisher comes in for the Wizard. And it's Garbage Man in for Fox. It's good. This game is all even. He's got 10.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Milwaukee has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Lopez kicks to Harrison. It's Rivers on the wing. They could use a bucket. He's now 2 for 3 with that miss.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
And, Greg, it's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
Passes it to Sharp. The train. To the wing right side. Here's Fisher. A miss that time. Would have put him up. And it's Harrison with the ball for the Milwaukee Bucks. They've led by as many as 14 points.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there. Earned those free throws.
The Bucks have been shooting right around 75% at the line. 9 of 12 so far.
At the line for 2.
The free throw drops for Rivers.
And, you know, Brett Brown has seen it all in Philly. The good and bad times. Was the head coach for their lowest points as this team rebuilt. Now he's reaping the fruits of his labor and persistence as he leads a star-studded Sixers team that has great potential.
Rivers hits both of them. And Clark, you have to applaud management for the way they stuck with Brown as the team was turning things around.
Yeah, I love it, Kevin. I really do. I mean, being able to see the long-term picture and stay with a coach who you believe is the right one for your group. Very impressive work by the Sixers. You know, injuries and a lack of talent were the issue early, not the coaching. The players love Brown, and rarely are coaches afforded as much time and patience as this franchise gave Brown. I applaud him.
Lopez against Lewis. Lopez right side. Rivers in the corner. Over Fisher. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for Milwaukee. On Friday, they'll start out on the road and play the Timberwolves in Minnesota. Then on Saturday, they'll go back home and will be hosting the Orlando Magic.
And for their matchup with the Celtics, it's going to be a bit of a measuring stick for them. See just how they stack up with a team that most would feel has the edge.
Yes, once again, it remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
Got to D him up better than that. I mean, when he's got a smaller guy on him inside, that's dinner. Barbecue chicken.
It sounds good. I love that. Westbrook with the block. And now Philadelphia on the break. Fisher dishes to Lewis. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Here's Westbrook. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
And they've had 2 completely different quarters. Field goal percentage just over 20 in the first, and they've shot themselves out of that slump and have the lead here in the second.
Harrison passes to Rivers. Moves back up. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Fisher's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Here's Oliver. To the inside. Here's Harrison. Fisher grabs the board. Fisher's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. And that'll be Philadelphia as it goes out of bounds. 76ers retain possession. The Magician, he's checked in for Oliver. And the 76ers making a change here. Fisher with the ball. It's tipped. Now here's Rivers, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Rivers. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Philadelphia's gotten cold from deep in the second quarter. Just 2 of 6 from long range. The Bucks trail. The Magician passes to Forbes. Here's Harrison. Lewis covering. And again, the Bucks miss.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Kicks it to Fox. To Lewis. Philadelphia getting another chance here.
And I just love how he's banging down low. His hard work will let them use some more of the clock here.
And that'll be Philadelphia as it goes out of bounds. 76ers retain possession. And the Bucks with some changes. Big Cat, he's checked in for D. Alexander comes in for Rivers. And it's Mr. Incredible in for Lopez. Easy Breezy's checked in for the 76ers. Six on the shot clock. Lewis with it. Working on Alexander. Lewis misses.
And as he squares up for mid-range, the defender right in his face.
Yeah, I like the fact, Greg, that he crowded the shooter there, made him uncomfortable, got into his airspace a bit. Looked like he forced the shot.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down. Try to get some easy ones.
Fox. No good on the triple. Milwaukee's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Here's Constantine. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Mr. Incredible's got the game tied up here for the Bucks. Lewis outside. Pass to Fox. Back to Lewis. Philadelphia needs to get a shot off. Fox, no good.
He hit 1 3 in the first, but the well has been totally dry for him in the second.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
At the line, De'Aaron Fox. Alexander. Taking 2 shots.
And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. And the Bucks making a change here. Rivers checked in. He's perfect from the line this time.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Yeah, you have to make teams pay for fouling you. That's why they call them free. And they've done exactly that, made them pay.
The 76ers with another miss.
Even with every shot clanging off the rim, he seems determined to keep hoisting up these threes. It might be time to get inside of that arc.
Lewis outside. 1:44 left in the first half of basketball. Fox kicks to Lewis. With the teardrop. Rebounded by the Bucks. Harrison's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Rivers against Lewis. Now here's Rivers. He's guarded closely. On the pass to Mr. Incredible. The Bucks need to get a shot off here over Lewis. Rivers can't get it to go.
And out of rhythm offensively, but he continues to work at it.
Yeah, you know what? I think eventually he will find his rhythm because he is off right now, but all it takes is one hoop and you're back in rhythm.
Releases from 15, and the 76ers get it back. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
The 76ers have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
Shooting 2.
The free throw drops for Fisher. Anderson, he's checked in for Lewis. Fisher hits them both.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throw.
Over to the wing. Alexander passes to Rivers. 36 seconds left to play here in the second quarter.
Is it me, or does it just feel like he gets every rebound that comes up?
Well, he practically has gotten every one that's available. A 20-plus rebounding game is not something we get to see very often, Greg.
And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
And the first one at the line is good. Big Daddy's checked in for the Bucks. The Wizard, he's checked in for the 76ers. He hits both from the strike. There's 21 seconds left in the first half of the game. Here's Easy Breezy. Trying to break that ice-cold streak, and the shot goes in. Easy Breezy's got it all tied up now for Philadelphia.
And that's the kind of move that will always pay off, even against tight defense like he was facing on that possession.
The shot by Harrison, no good. Tie game in Milwaukee. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, folks. Good to have you back. Ernie Johnson with Kenny the Jet Smith and the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome to the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. Well, for Milwaukee, Kenny?
They obviously came in wanting to push the action. And so far, so good. They're looking to get easy transition baskets because the other team is not getting back on defense.
Shaq, what'd you think about Philadelphia?
Well, they're definitely struggling with their offensive efficiency. Anytime you're shooting in the low 30s from the floor, you're not going to put yourself in a position to win. They look too predictable right now. They need to do a better job of adjusting to what they're seeing from the defense.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back to Kevin Harlan. Go. Just go over there.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game.